I want us to cross over to our city centre studio, where Member of Parliament of Nyali Mohammed Ali now joins us. Thank you, sir, for joining us here on KTN News Desk. There's been one tragedy after the other, be it floods, be it fire, be it drought. And every time it keeps on exposing the cracks in our disaster preparedness and management. You were once a journalist. You covered such issues before, and now you're a member of parliament. Why is there lack of preparedness when it comes to issues like floods, when the weatherman, the meteorological department, had issued warnings?
Well,
if you can hear me, why is there lack of preparedness in issues like floods when the weatherman had issued notice?
well, let me say this. I think it's because of poor planning and poor leadership, and also we keep on assuming things all the time as leaders. I mean, year in, year out, Kenya is suffering the same thing. The issues of flooding, the issues of drought is something that each and every year occurs in this country. And I'll take this back to politicians, people like us now that are politicians. It's all about poor planning, assuming things. For example, let me give an example with our place where I come from, the coast region. We keep on having this problem all the time, but no one has ever sat down and thought of a solution. Can we build dams? For example, in Kilifi, in Tana River, the most affected area is Tana River as we speak. Can we build dams so that we can, these waters can flow to this dam? And this water can be used in future, because in coast region we are complaining about water all the time, water shortages. But the leadership will not see anything to do with the dams, because they think that politics is all about handouts, politics is all about lying to the people, but not doing what people want. I think it can be avoided if we as leaders will start putting number one priority, the issues of a common mwananchi first. I mean, Kenya at 55, we still complain about drought. Kenya at 55, we still complain about flooding. It's something that can be done. The other thing is greediness. People are grabbing lands and building within the water catchment areas. The late Professor Wangari Maathai spoke about the Westgate area near this supermarket, Tusky, Timol. There's a problem there. We block all these areas. Where do you expect this water to go? They will flood and kill innocent people who are not involved in these things. So I believe the mistake is the leadership. Each and every person should now style up and think about the way forward of putting this to a stop, a solution that will stop this once and for all. We can't be complaining about floods all the time. We can't be complaining about drought. The world is moving on in terms of technology. We are just here complaining about the same thing year in, year out. The other thing also is for the citizens of this country. I think it's always good to be a responsible person. You take something in your car, you throw outside. You eat, you throw something. You don't care. So it ends up causing all these problems during the drainage.
You've raised quite a number of issues. As a member of parliament, have you raised them in parliament?
Well, I haven't raised it in parliament because I got an opportunity maybe to raise one or two issues. I raised, there was a motion in parliament about health that I raised in parliament as a young member of parliament. I raised the issues of health in parliament, and I made the members of parliament to understand that we need a referral level 6 hospital in each and every county. So far, that is what I've done. And the president has acknowledged to it, and he has promised that he's going to build. He has named some of the places that they are going to build level 6 hospital, like Mombasa. He talked about Nyeri and some other parts. So I have raised the issues to do with health. We are many. It's not about Muhammad Ali being in parliament alone. I think we are many young members of parliament who should now come up. We are on recess right now. We'll be back on 4th of June. And I believe by the time we are coming back, we will raise these issues and make sure that, Kenyans will not cry again, because they are paying us. It's their tax money. We should be there to make laws that protect them, laws that will make them, feel that they are Kenyans like many other Kenyans.
All right, you're a member of parliament of Nyali. We are aware that there are heavy rains going on in Mombasa. What are you you doing to cushion your people from such tragedies?
Mombasa Mombasa is a very special place when it comes to politics of solution because the leadership in Mombasa is one funny leadership that I would say. I have spoken to my people. I've been there, down there. I've spoken with the government officials. They have assisted me, and I just came back the other day. I've been going around. Apparently, Nyali has not been that much affected like many other areas. But I think that the county government, you know, when these things happen, people think that members of parliament have enough money to counter these things. We only have this small kitty for CDF that is for children to go to school and building schools and other things. But the county government keeps on getting budget each and every time. And once they have this budget, they need to work out. I mean, in Mombasa, we keep on talking about drainage all the time. We keep on talking about garbage, which can be done. The money is there, but we can't see it. Last time, the Auditor General spoke about the 7 billion Kenya shilling that was not audited for. Where is this money? For Mombasa, you know, I think we are devolved government, but I think the president and the deputy president must intervene in Mombasa because Mombasa is like a small mafia town that is being governed and ruled by some small cartels that will never help people. So yes, we have this problem, but the leadership, poor leadership.
All right, many thanks, Mohammed Ali, Member of Parliament of Nyali, for speaking to us here on KTN News Desk. We want to take a short break, but when we come back, we still have much more stories, including the Ebola update. Don't go too far.